Peace. My name is Ed Lass, affectionately known to the babies as Miss Crowder. It's my metabolic compound, my cells metamorphosis, the changes that I'm going through. A lyrical contortionist. Abortion was my mother's first choice. You shouldn't doubt it. The doctor couldn't kill me, so I let her tell about it. Rerouted and took a detour. For life I thirst. 500,000 in the race and still I got there first. I started out a twin in the womb. 2 bodies, 1 mind. Took my twins, half of mine. Now I'm one of a kind. Disinclined to entertain the eerie theory of two. I got rid of my reflection cause it did what I do. At last, ill individual, abduct your sanity. Calamity, I spit to make you upchuck profanity. Got you speaking out of order. Losing your religion when you listen to the lyrics that she thought of? I'm sorta like a bastard. No father, so I assume that my conception was immaculate. Imagine this. The sun and planets collide, and that very moment comes the birth of a child. It's wild, but it's a theory. Believe me, you got a reason to fear me. You think I'm crazy, but I'm thinking so clearly.
Okay, we going to the principal's office, right? Right there.
Is he in here? Is he in here?
He's in the meeting. Well, let's go talk to these 2 teachers in here. I saw 2 teachers over here.
How you doing, sir? Brian Thames, Power 88. Brian Thames, Power 88. What's your name, sir?
David Hill.
David Hill, we are here with your football team, and they're taking us on a tour of the facility. What do you do here?
I am the music teacher and computer coding teacher.
Okay, so are any of these guys doing music?
One.
I'm a musician, so y'all, this is the boss. Whatever he say, he the boss, because I'm a musician. And this kind of guy brought me up in high school, so y'all gotta listen to what he say, because he's a really good dude, really smart dude too, right?
I think so.
All musicians are smart. So how do you feel working here? What do you like about the campus here? What do you like about the school here, the students? What brings you here and what makes you want to work in this situation instead of any other school?
Actually, they're really good students, and they have a lot of energy, and I think they can succeed. I'm really for students going to college, and I teach at the college level also. And I know what they're going to encounter, so hopefully I pass that on to them so they understand that.
Awesome, awesome. Now, how long have you been involved with the school here, and have you worked in any other schools in the Las Vegas area?
Yes, this is my first year with Democracy Prep, but previous to that I was in Clark County School District, and I was teaching here for 29 years.
29 years. And this school versus the other schools that you've worked in, is a college prep school. Does that pull anything out of you that you weren't able to do at the other schools, or do you have any different teaching techniques that you use here that you didn't use there because it is a college prep school?
Yeah, I think of that. Like I said before, I teach the college level, so I think about that as I'm teaching, so I know I'm getting the stuff that they need, because I want to get them prepared. As I talk to the guy that's above me in music with Democracy Prep. Right. We're trying to get them to, don't be surprised when you get to college. This is what you're going to need, right, so you can succeed. Because, especially in music, I don't want to be surprised. I want them to be surprised, because a lot of people do things in music and they get surprised when they get to that first year. It says, okay, I don't want that to happen. I'm giving you stuff that you need to know.
Good. So you guys are getting them prepared here. Well, we're going to continue our tour. Sunshine, where are we going? We're going upstairs now, so football team's taking us on a tour. Thanks a lot for your time. We appreciate you, okay?
Last game.
Oh, my God. What happened the last game?
Last game only had 70. But, other than that, we got a nice team. So, it's a team effort, so.
You could have got 30 more yards if you would have ate the
Usually, other games I get like 150, 165, but, the last game was only 70. We do have a lot of running backs, so.
Eat your spinach.
I'm better than him. He my son. He can't catch the ball. So,
This is what I was looking for, the trash talking. Where the trash talking at? Oh my! Who did y'all play last night?
We played Needles.
Who?
Needles.
Needles. What was the final score?
6-0.
Y'all won?
We lost.
Oh man. Well, that's all right. Y'all come back. Y'all bounce back. Learn from the lost mistakes, and next week y'all scored 22 points, 32 points, 45 points. Do Ohio State score, blow them out 54-0.
I don't know.
Y'all so laid back.
Mr. Carter's running back on the team. Mr. Carter's linebacker.
Linebacker, what's your number?
5.
I'm coming to check y'all out. I'm gonna see who I'm talking to and see if y'all add up.
Watch number 1 fumble the ball about 30 times.
But he's number 1. What class is this?
English.
All right, we just talking to some Bomb Squad Radio. We from Power 88. They taking us on a tour of the school, so all right, y'all enjoy.
This was the best class.
I did hear someone say that in one of our earlier interviews, that you were their favorite teacher.
I don't want to be the favorite teacher. I don't want the popularity. I want them to learn in here.
I heard
I
that.
want them to educate so they can go out and change the world. I don't care about being a favorite.
But if you're their favorite, you know what happens, right?
They learn.
They learn.
All right, Michael.
Right.
Are you learning?
Of course, favorite teacher.
Well, thank you for your time. We didn't mean to interrupt. Y'all have a good day, all right? Y'all can check out the interview on Bomb Squad Radio on YouTube, and we're on the air from every day from 3 to 6, all right? All right, have a good one. Bye-bye. Where we going, Sunshine? All right. What's up, dude? You ain't on the football team? Yes. All right, well, come on, man. Come on. Come on, he was chilling. I don't like to see football players sitting down because that made me think you'd be on the bench. You ain't on, yeah, I just want. Don't sit down, man. So you resting because you so tired from playing last. Okay, I got you. I got a soft place in my heart for people to sit on the bench. You know. Okay. Look, I want y'all to see something though. Look at this. He got on the shades. He got on the glitter. Hollywood. Good morning. How are you? Good. I'm Brian Tilms from Power 88 Bomb Squad Radio. We are just getting a tour of the school with the football team. And what's your name?
Mr. Pasternak.
And your class that you teach?
I teach U.S. history, and then I teach for the seniors Change the World.
Now, someone just told me a minute ago that history. Now, this is no joke. I know I just told her that, but another kid did tell me history was their favorite class. I don't know. No, it was elementary history. So this the man right here? Now, I want to see something. Why are they saying that? What do you do that's different from the rest of the teachers in Las Vegas, school, everywhere?
Yeah, well, let them be kids, but I also, make sure they know what they're trying to do, and I'm pretty clear on what the expectations are with them, and I'm straightforward with them. So I treat them like people.
What's special about your students that you have here? What do you feel that you contribute differently to them that they can't get anywhere else?
Well, if we're talking about Vermont over there, no. I mean, these kids, they're motivated. So I came from a school where the kids were not motivated. So it was a very low achieving school, inner city program. Most kids were from really bad backgrounds, and most of them, they weren't even thinking about graduation. They were just thinking about day to day. But here, kids are thinking about college and beyond, and so that they come in with expectations of themselves that are higher than your typical teenage kid. So.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, you got something going on because we don't know where we're going in this school, but he's taking us to the right people. So he has something that he likes about you too, and I'm sure. How many of you guys are in this class? I'm not in this class. I'm in this class too. I don't have this class, but I have a study skills class. So it's just is it much different than what you've learned before in history, or does he just? And he teaches it in a different way, huh? Makes you feel comfortable. That's good. So that opens them up to learn. That's really awesome. So again, we at Democracy Prep. It's going down right now. We got the whole football team here. Y'all get a pan of the whole team here. Make sure we got some new people in here too. So we're on this tour. We're on a world tour with the football team. We thank you for your time. We hope we didn't interrupt you grading those papers right there. But did I get an F or a C?
You got an A.
I heard they don't have D's here. That's awesome. That's oh my goodness. Well, hey, bro, let's step it up. I know y'all ain't got none of that.
I ain't got no football players with an F, so that's the other thing.
Okay, well, sure. We thank you again. Appreciate you. All right, be blessed. We on the move again. We on the world tour with the football team. We're going each and every place. Do you know what I mean? Mr. Simpson. Mr. Simpson, they just stopped Mr. Simpson in the middle of the hallway. He has no clue what's going on. Mr. Simpson, how you doing?
Good, sir.
Brian Timms from Power 88. And we just have our first question we want to ask you is,
yes, sir.
How much money have you saved with Geico?
Not much. I haven't used Geico.
Okay, we'll leave that one alone then. Now, what do you teach here at the school?
U.S. History and Government.
U.S. History and Government. Yes, we are going on tour here with the school with the football team, and they just grabbed you up, man. So that I'm liking the whole vibe I see here. Okay. The teachers and the students, they interact very well. Yes, great kids, great teachers. Oh, okay. You know, they got great leadership. How do you feel that you can contribute, or you have been contributing to make that situation a more you know, a situation where the kids can accept it more?
Okay. Well, I teach my classes like a college class. I want to teach them the skills that they're going to learn now, so when they get to college, they know exactly what to do, and they can go and excel at a different environment. I try and teach as often as I can using real-world experiences too, bringing in real-world situations into the classroom. So I'm not just teaching out of a textbook, so that way they can apply the lessons they learn from me and then how that reads into the historical context. We do a lot of problem-based learning, project-based learning, so the students are directing the learning in the classroom. So again, they don't have to listen to me talk for just 50 minutes straight. They are actually leading the learning in the classroom. So they are becoming the responsible leaders that we need in our next generations.
That's awesome, and I'm sure it's very effective because it keeps them, you know, interactive with the whole lesson.
Oh, yes.
So how long have you been here at the school?
First year.
This is like the first-year student. I mean, first-year teacher that I've talked to. How is this? Is it a new system going on, or new teachers were hired at one time?
I believe it was just a transition into the democracy prep program, and with that, several new teachers came about. It's been a pleasure to have these kids. These kids make it worth coming to school every day.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, they say you guys make it worth coming to school. You guys say they make you worth coming to school. Hey, that's a good chemistry, I believe. Sure. All right, well, thank you for your time, sir. We have a wonderful night, and we appreciate you, okay? God bless.
It.
This way?
Oh, yes. Don't forget Mr. Counseling.
Oh, yeah, we got you right here.
Oh, I like this class already.
Come on, this the health teacher. This is the coolest man in the school.
Oh, why? Oh, y'all coming here with
even though he moved my seat.
Why did I move your seat? You want to tell the camera? You want to tell the camera why I moved your seat?
I tell you what. Whose seat he moved? He moved your seat? You see them guns? If he tell you to move again, you better move. What's your name, sir?
Hi, Mr. Peterson. Who we talking to? I'm Mr. Peterson. I'm their health teacher.
Okay, so how long you been here at the school?
I've been here for a month from Los Angeles, California.
Now, how long have you been bodybuilding?
I don't actually call it bodybuilding. I just wake up and like brushing my teeth. I like to go work out.
Let me ask you a question, serious question. Why do you work here versus any other school in the Las Vegas Valley?
Well, I work here because I'm from the inner city in Los Angeles. So I grew up helping the black youth mostly, or minorities. So when I heard the opportunity to come here, I jumped on it and I was excited about it and I was ready for a change. So I'm excited to be here to give them what I know and what I raised my son with. So
do you feel like working at this particular school, you can give more of yourself? You can have a better relationship with each student individually?
Yes, I think I do, because I think we come from the same track. So that's why when they do little things, I always can tell them I've done the same thing that they've done. So that's why I can look at it and know where it's going to take them right away. So I do use my experience growing up in there in the city with them, teaching them.
Now, students that's in this class, raise your hand again. You in this class? When he say something, do we have to tell you twice? No. Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm the same way right now. You tell me to do something, bro. Well, how many push-ups you want?
I don't know. Some of them they're all pretty cool though. We're learning each other. Put it that way.
Good.
We're learning. We're still in the learning period. So.
Well, I'm like this. As we walk through the school, I'm watching who they pick. They admire you for something. It's something that you're doing that they like because they came right in your room. They taking us to all the teachers that they like and all the teachers they have fun with, you know, so that's good.
I don't know, cause I always look at me pretty tough because I don't allow talking and they don't understand that and they like, why we can't talk? So obviously they came here for a reason. So.
Ironically, I've been talking to students and students have been telling me they like that it's a higher discipline level. And that's something that you don't think that kids are going to say, but at the same time, I think a lot of you guys, your age, you guys realize where it's taking you. You could probably can say, in a few more years, I'm gonna be out in the real world. I got to learn how to do this on my own. So y'all probably appreciate it more than the little kids do. But that's
and I also told them that they know that I have a son who just graduated that goes to the University of Nevada, Reno on a football scholarship, and he had the privilege of going to high school with his dad, and it was rough. And I always tell them I treat each of them just like I treated my son. So that's why, not just in the classroom, if I see them doing something off campus, they'll tell you I'm all in the mix.
So y'all can't act up at Mario's. All right, man. So y'all make some noise for the health teacher, man.
How you doing, Miss K?
Hey, Miss K.
I'm used to singing. For real, for real. Something. Come on, y'all. I don't care what that score said. Let me explain something to you. To be first and goal and get stopped? First and goal and get stopped? By needles? Are you kidding me? I don't care what that score say. I was super proud. I said, are you kidding? First and goal and you get stopped. And then my man over here taking the ball and doing his thing. Sunshine gonna run around, just came right on the outside, just ran along that line. That's what we do. What do you mean, what about you? I just want to see your reaction. For me, it's ma'am. You have a game that is tough because you have people that are coming from a different part of Nevada, and we already have that stereotype of what's going on. And for me to be witness to not getting, number one, not getting blown out, because they're a tough team, but to see the talent that was out there, I was so proud of you guys. Truly, absolutely humbled and proud of you guys to see what you did. So.
Yeah, Miss K.
I'm glad that we walked in the room. And we've been hearing all these testimonies all day from all types of students, the young students up to the high school students, and you actually got to see the love that comes from the teachers to these students right here at Democracy Prep. And your name is Miss K?
I am. I'm Miss K.
Now you sound like, I read your sign on your door. You're the Algebra 2 teacher.
And financial literacy.
And financial literacy. But you have a vested interest in football.
I'm a New Yorker.
I hear it.
I'm from the Bronx. BX all day, every day, y'all know. And for me, I have to have a vested interest in sports. It was my brother and I growing up, and so I was the oldest sister. So I had no choice. I had to make sure that he understood sports and knew what's going down and knew what was happening. So I'm a sports fan.
Well, like I said, you just tied everything together. We've been all across the campus. We had the DJ down on the other end. We were at the elementary school. They went to the elementary and talked to some people there saying that we're doing here. But to walk into a situation like that and see how authentic it was of what we've been hearing all day, kids saying that teachers are like their second parents. They really have taken an extra time to talk to them and sit and say things to them that people in the neighborhood should be saying. They enjoy being on the campus, and I see it because just how they're hanging out here at the school right now. Mm-hmm. What's going on right now is really special, and everybody's here. Why do you feel like, or how do you feel like this is a place that you can do that versus any other school system you've worked in?
Oh, that's easy. When I first came out here, I moved out here in 2014, and I moved from New York straight here. When I worked at Western, I felt that a lot of my students were a number. It's a very big school, it's a very large school. And so you don't have that level of camaraderie that you do have here in a smaller classroom, a smaller setting. And to be able to get to know your students and they get to know you is what makes that happen. We all have our moments, and I tell my parents all the time, you're the front line. We want the same thing. I tell my students, I have never, ever had a student walk up to me and say, Miss K, I want to fail your class. That's not their goal. Their goal is to be successful. My parents' goal is for them to be successful. My goal is for them to be successful. So if we all want the same thing, why can't we all work together to make that happen?
That's awesome.
And that's how I feel. That's what's important to me. I tell them, they belong to their parents, But when they step in here, when they cross that threshold, they're mine. And I'm going to treat them the way I know I would want my child to be treated. I'm going to speak to them in a manner in which I want them to speak to me and how I speak to them. They know I give them the utmost respect. Even when they're having bad days. Even when they're having their moment.
We seeing smiles when she said that.
Because he know. But at the end of the day, I greet them when they walk in. I shake their hand. I shake their hand on the way out. Because I want them to know it doesn't matter what's happening in here at that moment. It's all good.
You said a very big word, respect. Is this a part of the excellence at Democracy that the administrators have let the teachers know that they want them to?
Yeah.
Want them to he's
Yeah,
pointing something on the wall.
dream big.
Yeah, dream. I mean, I'm seeing that on both sides. I see something that I see from the students that I don't see in other schools. They have a lot of respect for you guys. But then again, I see you guys having the same respect back for them. And I've heard several teachers say that. We just left the history class and he was saying he lets the teacher, they let the students be themselves and he gets the best out of them that way. How do you guys feel that works versus in getting it back from the students? How do you guys pull that out of them?
For me, it's about how you talk to people. I know if I'm speaking to somebody in a manner which is disrespectful, then I should not expect them to be speaking to me that's respectful. And one thing I learned when I was growing up, especially me being coming from the hood, when they tell me things like, oh, well, you're an adult, so you're supposed to be respected. Respect is earned. Respect is gained. It's not something that's automatic. And if you come in with that mindset of, oh, well, I'm a teacher, so I'm supposed to be respected, you're going to be in trouble. If you come in with that mindset that they are individuals too, they have their own minds, they have their own feelings, you're going to have your moments in your days, but so long as we understand that we're coming together to learn, that learning cannot be disrupted. That learning cannot be derailed because of attitudes. And if I have an attitude and they have an attitude, then no learning happens.
Exactly.
No learning happens. We need to make sure that learning is happening. So because of that, I'm going to give them the utmost respect. I expect it back. If they're talking when I'm talking, I'll tell them. I'll wait because you have the floor.
Right.
Obviously, what you have to say is way more important than what I have to say, so I'll wait for you.
I like that. I like that. Well, listen, we want to thank you in the Las Vegas community for bringing your talents to Las Vegas and not doing it in Brooklyn. But
the Bronx.
But
Bronx.
Brooklyn or the Bronx?
The Bronx.
The Bronx.
D.A. Bronx.
Okay. So I want to do something for the kids right here.
Please.
See, they don't think you got game. They don't think you got game. Tell them.
I know she got game.
Who's the hottest rapper out of New York?
Please.
Man, listen. Y'all already know it's Jay. I don't know what y'all trying to play around. First of all, you got Biggie. You got Jay. You got Nas.
You know her stuff?
Wait. Eric B. and Rakim.
Power 88, the People Station. We are live at Democracy Prep. We're on the campus. We have two of the administrators here for the high school, Ms. Thomas and Ms. Toomey. And you guys have a beautiful, beautiful campus here. Let me say this. I keep saying this, and I know as you watch the interview, you're gonna get tired of me saying this. I want to go back to school and do it all over again. But listen, this is my first time on the campus. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful facility you guys have here. What do you guys? How do you guys feel like the students that you have here that you give a little extra? Because I've been hearing all day long, my teachers, my administrators, they treat us like we're their own children. Why do you guys do that?
We treat the students like family because we want to have the relationship with the students, because if you have a relationship with your students, they work for you. And we're finding that that's true.
And I'm finding out that a lot of kids want that. You would think that they didn't. They want to, be in their little corner. But I hear a lot of kids saying, hey, man, I love it here because this person treats me this way. My favorite teacher is this person. She's funny. She's loving. She's caring. And I don't have to worry about her doing anything to me that I don't, want to have done to me. Kids are really, really frank. And they say what's on their mind. And, I mean, really, I had nothing but 100% great comments about the administrators. Now, how long have you been working here, Ms. Toomey?
Well, this is my first year with Democracy Prep because this is brand new. But I was here with Agassiz for 5 years prior to that. So I've been on this campus. This is my 6th year on the campus. So, that family feel is what I like about being here. And we've continued that tradition, even though it's no longer the Agassiz, Andrew Agassi College Preparatory Academy. It is now Democracy Prep on Agassiz campus. But that family feeling is something that we have continued, and I'm proud to say to be part of that family. And you know what you said about respect goes both ways, and I think when the kids feel respected, they respect their administrators, their teachers back.
I want to ask both of you a question in the reverse of what I've asked the students. Like I said, the students are always saying what's going on is great here. I got this situation going, I got that situation going on. As administrators, do you feel like you work, well, let me ask this question first. Have you guys worked in other schools before?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, I have.
Okay. What are you doing extra here that you didn't do in the other schools? I ask the students all the time, what did this pull out of you by coming to this school? What did it pull out of you as a teacher or administrator to give to the students that you didn't do in other situations?
They just give us the freedom to have those relationships and to actually interact with the students. We're in the classrooms all the time. We're in the hallways with the students. We're talking to them. We greet them as they come in. It's a good morning, and you know, we're in their faces. Okay, did you say good morning? Good morning. Wake up. Hello. Come on. We're ready for school today, and we just greet them with joy and excitement. So we're trying to get them as excited as we are to be here.
What about you?
Well, I think for me, kids are kids no matter where you're at. Right. However, for me, the biggest difference has been, you know, the relationships with parents and the community. I've worked at 2 premier schools in Vegas. I've worked at Bishop Gorman. I worked at Faith Lutheran. And not that I'm saying anything about the parents, but for me being here, I felt more like this. I'd finally arrived. This was home for me. This is where I belong. You know, when you feel that sense of belonging, that's where you want to stay. And so for me, for the kids, you know, kids, teenagers, it doesn't matter where they're from. They're kids, you know, and you just have to accept them, and they come with their feelings. And if you show that you can be part of that family and you care about them, they'll respond back.
Now, I've been all across the campus from the front to the back. In every interview, I ask the students to tell me who's your favorite teacher. Give her a shout out. I've never done this before. So give me 3 of your favorite students and shout them out.
So I'm brand new to campus, so I don't know last names. Okay. I've got Nikki. I don't know Nikki's last name. I've got, okay. I didn't know her last name. Nikki. It's Nikki. And then I've got Karan Maxwell. I didn't know his last name. And then trying to think, who's another one? There's so many. It's
you want to say all of them, I know, but
I really do. The entire school, because I know them all and by face. So, but let's go with Dominique Sennett.
Dominique Sennett. Okay, Miss Toomey.
Oh, I've got few of them that come and give me hugs.
She's got history here.
Yeah, I do. But one that comes to mind immediately is because she gives me a hug every morning, Anita Walker. And I've got Christine, who always, you know, you can see it in her face as soon as she walks in, what kind of a day she's going to have. So, you know those kids. Jared Holmes, who is like one of our top students. You know, I tutored him in ACT, and et cetera, and he's done really well. So, you know, those top students also come to mind.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we thank you guys for spending a little bit of time with us. I know you got to get back to work, and we're gonna get toured through the school by your football team.